Tonight, a body recovered from a Troy pond.
Plus, an Emmy Award-winning journalist visits Troy's campus. Stay tuned. Troy TrojanVision Nightly News starts now.
From the high-definition digital production center on the Troy campus, with news from Troy University locations around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision Nightly News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Nightly News for September 18th, 2013. I'm Caitlin Crow.
And I'm Judson Garner. Thanks for joining us this evening. Well, a grisly discovery this morning in Troy as a dead body was found in a local pond. Christina Cook was there and at the scene and has the details.
The body of an unidentified man was pulled from a pond off Diana Street in Troy Wednesday morning. Police received a call just after 10 o'clock a.m. from a resident stating they found a body in the pond just behind the street. And police speculate that the body could have been there for several days.
I was asked to come over and do some bush hogging around the pond. And I made several rounds around it, and this odor hit me in the nose, and I saw this object in the water. And I stopped and got out and looked, and I saw arms on it, and I realized it was a body.
The cause of death was not known at the time, and Troy police are uncertain if foul play was involved.
At this time, we don't see any, but we will not know for sure until after an autopsy is completed.
Although Troy police cannot make a positive ID on the body at this point in the investigation, Wright tells us that he personally believes he found the body of Robert Earl Teague, a 44-year-old man reported missing from the Diana Street area since Saturday, September 14th.
I didn't get upset or nothing. I'm just proud I was able to find it because I noticed that they was looking for this individual, and I think that's who it is. Because everybody was suspicious where was he at for his body. And so I'm proud I did find it and we were able to give him some relief.
Christina Cook, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Once again, police have yet to officially identify the man found in the pond. We'll keep you updated when that information becomes available.
A new organization was approved at last night's Student Government Association's meeting. Troy Broadcasters Club is now an official campus organization. The organization is open to all majors, but mainly anyone interested in television and film. Club advisor Jeff Spurlock is excited about the creation of the new club.
We're going to be going to the CNN studios in Atlanta. We're going to visit a couple of the studios in Montgomery and Dothan, some of the broadcasting stations there. Also going to bring in some guest speakers from the industry.
In addition, the club is planning on attending the Broadcast Education Association National Convention in Las Vegas next spring. If you are interested in getting involved, you will have a chance to do so tonight at 6 p.m. in TrojanVision Studio B. The art of storytelling is important for many majors, Judson.
That's right, Caitlin. And yesterday, many students heard from an Emmy Award-winning author and journalist. The Troy University Quality Enhancement Plan held its first Afternoon with an Author event with guest author Wendy Reed on Tuesday.
Sometimes the way we look at things matters.
Reed explained how you view something can be altered by how much you know about the topic. Her idea was that a deeper knowledge of a subject is far greater than just bits of information.
Information can be just a lot of noise. Knowledge is what actually adds to what we already know. It contributes to the body of the knowledge that came before so that we as a species are advancing.
Reed says her goal was to encourage students to engage in reading, to develop a better knowledge of different topics before they enter the workforce and begin writing about them.
I looked at several research studies that said why reading is good for you, and they came up with several benefits. What many of the researchers are doing are looking at what the brain does while you read and then testing how you perform on certain skills afterwards. And apparently when we read long form, then we are able to see patterns better afterward.
Patterns in words, something Reed says a good storyteller should look for.
Let's say I'm describing a politician. If I call the politician slick, or if I call the politician smooth, shiny, the words that I choose, they may all be accurate, but some of them have a type of connotation that wordsmiths can use to their benefit or to their ill.
Additional afternoon with the author events are being planned for October and November. The exact dates have yet to be determined.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. In Anniston, Governor Robert Bentley is offering a $10,000 reward in 2 rape cases in Calhoun and Talladega counties that investigators believe are connected. The sheriffs of both counties say the rapes happened almost a year apart, but they appear to have been done by the same person.
In Pritchard, authorities say they're searching for a man who drove away in a police car while handcuffed. Police say Jesse James Russell was under investigation for drug offenses Tuesday and had been placed in the back of a police car when he repositioned the handcuffs from behind his back, got in the front seat, and drove off.
And in Tuscaloosa, some historic preservationists want city officials to help relocate the historic Searcy House on Greensboro Avenue to a site in Capitol Park. Society board member Robert Reynolds says the Searcy House would enhance Capitol Park.
And still to come on TrojanVision Nightly News, the volleyball team is still undefeated in Trojan Arena after an impressive victory last night. Danielle Percival will be in next with those details. Now, Danielle Percival joins us for a look at sports. So, Danielle, the volleyball team has had a pretty impressive start in Trojan Arena as they start out their season.
Well, that's right, Judson. So far undefeated at home, so great start to the year. And we'll have a recap of last night's action here in sports.
All right.
Coming off a 1-2 weekend at the Georgia Tech Courtyard Classic, the Trojan volleyball team returned home facing a team from just up the road. Mitchell Spoon has the details.
The Trojan volleyball team was playing in its second home game of the season against the Alabama State Hornets. The Trojans swept their opponent in 3 sets and became 2-0 at home and extended their record to 27-0 in the series and 14-0 at home against the Hornets. Playing at home does have its advantages.
You get to sleep in your own bed. You know where all the nooks and crannies. You know what the lighting is. You know the spots on the floor, and it's a comfortable feeling. So naturally, we want to continue to keep pushing at home.
The Trojans used a balanced effort, both attacking and defending the ball, holding the Hornets to a .058 attacking percentage while posting a .226 percentage of their own.
Our defense played pretty well at points. We have a lot to work on. There were some plays that I think that we could have made on defense that would have made that a little lower, but they made some good swings and they scored some good points off of it.
Darby Griff led the Trojans with 8 kills and just 2 errors, while Kaya Cheatham had 7 kills and just 1 error, and Katie Fesmer with 6 kills and 1 error. Courtney Cohen posted 9 digs in the match, bringing her total to 1,707. And while that halted her record of 15 straight matches with at least 10 digs, it did bring her within 22 digs of being Troy's all-time career holder.
I mean, it's a milestone, She gets, I think it's 22 more than, now she's number 1 for a while. And she's had a great career so far, and we've got a lot more matches to go forward with her. We want to really kind of savor what she's done here.
The win puts Troy's record at 5-6, with a chance this weekend at the Clemson Classic to come out with a winning record. Mitchell Spoon, Troy, TrojanVision Sports.
And the team will be back on the floor this weekend when they head to the Clemson Classic. And though Trojan fans might still have the football team's loss to Arkansas State on their minds, the team has moved past that and is now working toward their game on Saturday. The Trojans will be traveling back to Starkville, Mississippi for the first time since 2002 to face Mississippi State. The Trojans and Bulldogs squared off last season, with the Bulldogs getting the better of that matchup in Troy. But according to linebacker Mark Wilson, this could be the Trojans' chance at revenge.
I'm very excited. We on the big stage, and we lost a close game last year. And the best part about it is, we get to come in their house and, try to do what they did there. So, can't wait.
The Trojans will be in action Saturday night in Starkville at 6:30 p.m. and just announced this afternoon, in addition to the big names on the schedule in the future, tack on Wisconsin as well, as the Trojans will travel to Madison in 2015. The Trojan soccer team picked up a come-from-behind win on Sunday against Murray State, but it wasn't necessarily a change in their game plan that resulted in the victory. The team has been competitive and able to attack and get shots, but everything just hasn't been lined up at the right time for the Trojans. Head coach Chris Bentley says he knew what his team was capable of, and seeing them accomplish that goal is a great feeling.
Honestly, I felt it on Friday. I got to the point where I was kind of giggling because I was like, they're doing this, they're making this happen, and it was fun to see. On Sunday, same thing. In the second half, I just got to the point where it was fun to see, but to have the reward of finally getting the goals to go in and to see them really start to compete and enjoy themselves, to get that kind of extrinsic rewards that they've been having to deal with and not have before, but to get those, I think was great.
The Trojans will return to the pitch on Friday afternoon when they face Gardner-Webb at 4 p.m. at the Troy Soccer Complex. And the cross-country team will be faced with a quick turnaround after racing Saturday in Mobile, as they will be on the road on Friday in Atlanta taking part in the Georgia State Invitational. Both the men's and women's teams saw some of their best times of the season this past weekend, but even with the quick turnaround, head coach Jeff Jenkins believes his team will be focused and prepared.
Well, it's a short week for sure, but that's okay. We'll just miss our hard workout on Thursday. We won't do a hard workout Thursday. And Friday's race will kind of be a substitute for that and for our tempo run on Saturday. So it changes things up a little bit in our schedule. And really and truly, this is a big determinant to see who our top 7, who our top 8 is on the men's and women's side both, because that's going to determine our travel party for the Louisville meet coming up in a couple weeks.
The Trojans will be in action on Friday afternoon in Atlanta, with the first race beginning at 4 p.m. So Judson, Caitlin, the football team will be in action this Saturday. Seems like it's been a long time since the football team was in action with that Thursday night game. Kind of mixes up the schedule just a little bit, but Trojan fans do have the opportunity to tune in. That game will be on TV. It'll be on Fox Sports South on Saturday night at 6:30. So hopefully the Trojans can maybe get some revenge against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, but if you're on campus though, or around in Troy, you need to try to come out to the game for sure.
Well, that's right. The soccer team will be on campus on Friday afternoon, so hopefully they will have a good turnout.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks.